Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Rashid Kani, and today I am delivering my fourth lecture on the topic percentages. I am solving exercise 8B of D1 mathematics, and this is O levels. So the lecture 4 is exercise 8B, and the question number 1 is this: find the value of each of the following, and the part A is increase 60 by 35%. Part B is increase 28 by 125%. Part C is decrease 120 by 45%. And part D is decrease 216 by 37 into 1 over 2%. So let us solve these parts. So part A is increase 60 by 35%. Increase 60 by 35%. So first we find the 35% of 60, which is 35% of 60 is equals to 35 divided by 100 times 60. When we multiply 35 by 60, we get 2100 divided by 100. So the answer is equals to 21, which is the 35% of 60. So let us increase 60 by 21. Increased value increased value is equals to 60 plus 21, which is equals to 81. So this is the answer. Now the part B is increase 28 by 125%. Increase 28 by 125%. So first we find 125% of 28. So 125% of 28 is equals to 125 over 100 times 28. So if we multiply 28 by 125, we get 3500. 3500 divided by 100, the answer will be 35. So the increased value of 28 to 125% is 35. So let us increase 28 by 35. So increased value is equals to 28 plus 35, which equals to 63. So this is the answer of part B. Now let us move toward part C, and the part C is decrease 120 by 45%. Decrease 120 by 45%. So first we find the 45% of 120. 45% of 120 is equals to 45 over 100 times 120. So if we multiply 45 by 120, we get 5400 divided by 100. So the answer will be 50. Now we solve the part D, and the part D is decrease 216 by 37 into 1 over 2%. Decrease 216 by 37 into 1 over 2%. So first we solve, find the 37 into 1 over 2% of 216, which is 37 into 1 over 2% of 216 is equals to, first we solve this mixed fraction. 37 twos are 74 plus 1, 75. So this is equals to 75 over 2% of 260. So let us solve this percentage. 75 over 2% means 75 over 2 divided by 100 times 260. So we simplify it as 75 over 2 times 1 over 100 times 260. Now we multiply 216 by 75. So then we get 16,200. 16,200 divided by 100 times 2 is 200. And if we simplify it, we get 81. So 81 is the 337 into 1 over 2% of 216. So let us increase 216. The increased value is equals to 216 plus 81. If we add 81 to 216, we get 135. Sorry, we have to decrease it. So this is not increased, decreased value. So decreased value, for decreased value, we will subtract this percentage from 216. We will subtract 81 from 216 and then we get 135. So this is the part D and question number 1 is finished. Now let us move toward the question number 2, and the question number 2 is this. This is the question number 2 where it is saying that 20% of a number is 17. There is a number whose 20% is 17. Find the number. We have to find that number. So let us solve for part A of question number 2. Part A. 20% of number is 17. So let us solve from here. Let the number is x. Let the number is equals to x. So 20% of x is equals to 17. We have to find that number whose 20% is 17. So we let that number equals to x. So the 20% of x is equals to 17. Now we find the 20% of x, and the 20% means 20 divided by 100 times x is equals to 17. So we cancel 1 0. So the value of x will be 17 times 10 divided by 2. So the value of x will be 17 times 10 is equals to 170 divided by 2, and after dividing 170 by 2 we get the number that is equals to 85. So 85 is the number whose 20% is 17. So now let us solve the part B of question number 2. In part B, he is saying that 175% of a number is 49. Find the number. So part B is 175% of a number is equals to 49. So let us solve a number. Let that number we consider as x. Let the number is equals to x, whose 175% is 49. So 175% of x is equals to 49. This is according to the statement of the question. So 175 of percent of x is 49. We solve this percentage as 175 over 100 times x equals to 49. So the value of x will be 49 times 100 divided by 175. So let us solve it. 49 times 100 is 4900 divided by 175. 4900 divided by 175, and this answer will be equals to 28. So 28 is the number whose 175% is 49. So this was the part B. Now let us move toward the part C. And the part C is this. The result of a number when increased by 15% is 161. There is a number whose result when it is increased 15% is 161. Find the number. We have to find that number. The result of a number when increased by 15% is 161. So we have to find that number whose result when that number is increased by 15% is 161. So we'll let that number equals to x. Let the number is equals to x. So there is an increased value of x. So x plus 15% of x, because the number only is x, but x is now increased by 15%. So we add that 15% to the original value of x, and this result is equals to 161. So now let us solve this percentage. X plus 15 over 100 times x is equals to 161. So now let us take the LCM of it. The LCM is 100. So 100x plus 15x is equals to 161. 115x over 100 equals to 161. Now the value of x will be 161 times 100 divided by 115. So what if we multiply 161 by 100? The value of x will be, finally the value of x will be 140. If we multiply 161 by 100 and then dividing by 115, the value of x will be 140. This was the part C. Now let us solve the part D. And I am going to solve the part D over here. Part D. In the part D, he is saying that the result of a number when decreased by 20% is 192. So this is the reverse of part C. The result of our number, result of a number when decreased by 20% is 192. We have to find that number. So we consider that number equals to x. Let the number is equals to x. So x minus 20% of x, because here the number is decreased. So x minus 20% of x equals to 192. So there is an decreased of 20% in 192. So we subtract that amount of depression from the original value, which is x. So x minus 20% of x is equals to 192. So we now solve this percentage x minus 20 over 100 times x equals to 192. So if we take the LCM, we get 100x minus 20x divided by 100 equals to 192. And now we get 80x over 100 equals to 192. We cancel one of the zero. So now the result is 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10, and the value of x will be 192 times 5 over 4. Now if we multiply 192 by 5 and dividing by 4, we get the final value of x, which is equals to 240. 240. So 240 was the original value when it was decreased by 20%. Then the next number was 192. So this was the part D of question number 2. Now let us solve the question number 3. So let us see the question number 3 is this. Question number 3 is an elastic band which is 72 centimeter long. There was an elastic band whose length is 72 centimeter is stretched. The elastic band is stretched to 90 centimeter. There is a increased in the length of elastic band. The increased length is 90 centimeter. Find the percentage increase in its length. So we have to find the percentage increase. So the length of elastic band solution is length of elastic band is equals to 72 centimeter. Length of band after stretching it, the length becomes 90 centimeter when we stretched it. So the this was the increase. So increase in length is equals to 90 minus 72, which is equals to 18 centimeter. So this is the increase in the length of elastic band, 18 centimeters. So we have to find the percentage increase. Now percentage increase formula is percentage increase is equals to increase divided by original multiply by 100%. This is the formula for the percentage increase. So increase is 18 centimeter. Original length was 72 centimeter multiplied by 100. So this becomes 1800 divided by 72. If we divide 1800 by 72, we get 2500%. We get 25%. So there was a 25% increase in the length, stretching a elastic band. Now let us move toward the question number 4, and the question number 4 is this. In Singapore, an adhesive scholarship is given out to the top 10 of the students within each level and stream in every school. There were top 10 students who were given scholarships. Uh, there was an increase in the value of award from 2008 to 2009. There was an increase. We have to find the percentage increase, obviously. from the value of award, the value of scholarship from 2008 to 2009. There was a value of scholarship in 2008, and then it is increased in 2009. The table shows the value of this award for each level in 2008 and 2009. So we have to find the percentage increase. These are the levels, level, year, top 5% and next 5%. So top 5% in primary are the scholarship was $300 in 2009 was $400. We have to find this second one, the secondary 1 to 5 levels. $500 was the scholarship in 2008, and we have to find the scholarship in 2009. So the part one is, given that there was an increase of 30% in the value of award from 2008 to 2000. So there was an increase, and how much increase? 30% increase from the value of award from 2008 to 2009 for a secondary one student in the top 5%. Find the value of award in secondary one student in the top 5% in 2009. We have to find this question mark. Okay, so let us solve this question. So this question is, we will solve the part one first. Value of award in 2008 is equals to, and the value of award in 2008 is $500. You can see over here, this is 2008 and the value of award in 2008 is $500. So the value of award in 2008 is equals to $500. So the increase in the value of award is 30%. So he is saying in part one that there was an increase of 30% in the value of award from 2008 to 2009. So we first find the 30% of 500. 30% of 500 is equals to 30 over 100 times 500, $150. This amount is increased from 2008 to 2009. So the value of award in 2009 is, value of award in 2009 is equals to $500 plus the increased value, which is $150. This becomes $650. Hence the answer of this part one. Now we will solve the part two of this question. So the part two is this one. Find the percentage increase in the value of award from 2008 to 2009 for a primary for students in the next 5%. So these are two columns representing top 5% and next 5%. Now, for part two, we will consider the next 5%. And what he is asking about, he is asking about primary four students. So we consider the first row of next 5%, because the next 5% consisting of these two rows, primary 1 to 6 students and secondary 1 to 5 students. We will consider the first row where the value of award in 2008 was $250 and in 2009 was $350, and we have to find the percentage increase in the value of award from 2008 to 2009. So let us solve this part. So the value of award in 2008, value of award in 2008 is equals to $250, and the value of award in 2009 is equals to $350. So there was an increase in the value of award is equals to $350 minus $250. So the increase in the value of award is $100. So this was the increase in the value of award from 2008 to 2009 for primary for students. So let us now find the percentage increase. The percentage increase is the formula for the percentage increase is increase divided by original multiply by 100%. So the increase is $100. The original was $250. We multiply it with 100%. So if we simplify it, we will get the answer that is 100 times 100 equals to 10,000 divided by 250. Let us remove the because we have to find the percentage and there is no need to put dollars over here. So after dividing 10,000 by 250, we get the answer which is equals to 40%. So there was a 40% increase in the value of award from primary for students. So this was the question number 4. So now let us solve the question number 5. And the question number 5 is here. This is the question number 5, and it is saying that the price of a desktop computer decreases from $1360 to $1020. Find the percentage decrease in its price. So we have to find the percentage decrease. The original price of the laptop was $1360, and now the price of laptop is $1020. We have to find the percentage decrease. So the original price of laptop, yeah, or we can say that the price of laptop is equals to $1360. $1360. Decreased price of laptop is equals to $1020, and the decrease is how much amount is decreased. Decrease is original price is $1360. We subtract the new price that is $1020. $10 $20. This is $10 $20. So after subtracting, we get $340. $340. Now we will find the percentage decrease. Percentage decrease is equals to decreased over original that was 1360 times 100%. So multiplying 340 by 100 we get, and dividing by 1360 we get 25%. So there was a 25% decrease in the value of a laptop. So this was the question number 5. Now let us solve the question number 6. And the question number 6 is here. A car was bought in 2009 for 120,000 $120,000. In 2010, its value decreased by 20%. In 2011, its value decreased by 10% of its value in 2010. Find the value of the car at the end of 2011. So we have to find these. There was a decrease of 20% in 2010, and in 2011 there was a decrease in of 10% of its value in 2010. And next, the value of at the end of 2011, we have to find the value of remaining value of the car. So the purchase price of the car in 2009, or price of car in 2009, simply you can write price of a car in 2009. Price of car in 2009 equals to $120,000. $120,000. This was the original price of the car in 2009. And Now let us see, in 2010 its value decreased by 20%. So value of car in 2010 of car in 2010, its value is decreased by 20%. So the original price was $120,000. We will subtract the 20% of $120,000 from it. So because its value is depreciates from 2009 to 2010, so how much depreciates? 20%. So we subtract the 20% of original price from the price. So now we solve the percentage. 120,000 $120,000 minus 20% of, so 20% means 20 over 100 times $120,000. So we cancel two zeros, and after multiplying 1200 by 20 and subtracting from $120,000, we get a new value which is $96,000. $96,000. So this is the value of car now in 2010, and in 2011 its value again decreases. So we have find the value of a car in 2010, and in 2011 its value decreased by 10% of its value in 2010. Now we decrease. We will find the value of car in 2010. So the 10% of value of car in 2010 is equals to 10% of the value of car in 2010 was $96,000. So 10% of $96,000, we find the 10% of it, 10 over 100 times $96,000. Now we will solve it. Uh, After the simplification, we get $9,600. $9,600. So the value of car in 2010 is decreased by 10%, which is the decreased value is $9,600. Now the value of car in at the end of 2011 is value of car at the end of 2011 is equals to the value, its value was $96,000. $96,000 in 2010, and after decreasing 10%, the decreased value is $9,600. $9,600. After subtracting, we get the final answer, that is $8,6,400. $8,6,400. dollars. Or you can say that $86,400 was the remaining value of the car. So this was the question number six. Now we solve the question number seven. And the question number seven is this one. 45% of the students who take part in the creative writing competition are boys. There are a lot of students, means 100% students who have taken part in the creative writing competition, but 45% of them are boys. Only boys are 45%. If 135 boys take part in the competition, here they have given us the number of the boys, which are 45% of the whole strength. There are 135 boys which have taken part in the competition. Find the total number of the students who take part in the competition. We have to find the total number of students. So let us find. So now the 45% percentage of boys. Let us start from here. Percentage of boys is equals to 45%. Number of boys is equals to 135. There are 135 whose percentage is 45%. We have to find the total number of boys, total number of students. Let the total number of students is equals to x. Let the total number of students is equals to x. So x was the total number of students whose 45% is 135. We can write this statement as 45% of x is equals to 135. Now let us solve this percentage. We can write it as 45 over 100 times x is equals to 135. Now the value of x will be 135 times 100 divided by 45. After simplification, we get the number that is 300. So there were 300 students, out of which 45% are boys, and the number of boys was 135. So the total number of students are 300. So this was the question number seven. Now let us solve the question number eight. Now let us solve the question number eight. Question number eight. So the question number eight is here. A house cost 36% more today than when it was built. Actually, there was an increase in the value of the house because when it was built, it was 36% less by cost. Now it is more expensive, so it is 36% uh, more. It has more value, that is 36%. If the cost of the house today is 333 $200, find the cost when it was built. So we have to find the original cost. So let the cost of the house when it was built is equals to x. Let the cost of house when it was built is equals to x dollars. So actually there was an increase of 36% to the new value. So x plus 36% of x is the new value. So the new value is also given, that is 333 $200, which is equals to 333 $200 So now first we solve this percentage. X plus 36% means 36 over 100 times X is equals to 333 200. So after taking LCM, we get 100x plus 36x divided by 100 equals to 333 $200. So this becomes 136 over 100 times x equals to 333 $200. So the value of x will be 333 200 times 100 divided by 136. So dividing and simplifying, we get the value of x, that is $245,000. $245,000, which was the original price of the car. Actually, the house was built, which cost 36% cheaper. Now the value of house is increased, that is 36%. We have let that the value of cost when value of house when it was built was X dollars. So now the now with the 36% increase in the value, we get X plus 36% of X, which is the new value which is given in the question, that is 333 $200. After simplifying, we get the original value, that is X dollar of the house, which is equals to $245,000. This was the question number 8. Now let us solve the question number 9. So the question number 9 is this one. If 10% is deducted from a bill, 58.850 remains to be paid. There was a bill. Let the value of the bill was X dollars. When we decrease 10%, 58.50 remains to be paid. How much was the original bill? We have to find the original bill. So now let us solve the original bill. Let the original bill was X dollars. Let the original was was X dollars. So after decreasing 15%, after decreasing 10%, sorry. So decreasing 10% means X minus 10% of X is equals to $58.50. So this is the decreased in percentage of original bill, because the original big bill we have considered, that is equals to X dollars. We have subtract we have to subtract 10% of X from the original bill, and the remaining bill is $58.50. So it means that X minus 10 over 100 times X is equals to 58.50. It means 100X minus 10X over 100 is equals to 58.50. If we subtract 10 from 100, we get 90x over 100, which is equals to 8.50, and the value of x is 58.50 times 100 divided by 90. So after simplification, we get the value of x, that is $65. The original bill was actually $65. When we reduce 10%, the 58.50 remains to be paid. So this was the question number 9, and with question number 9, it becomes the end of the topic, end of the, lecture of today. Uh, The remaining question will be solved in the next lecture. Till then, take care of yourself and do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.